Live from Red Zone Weather in Brewton, Alabama, with meteorologist Spinks Megginson. A severe weather update starts right now.
Thunderstorms in progress this evening across parts of West Alabama. We have a severe thunderstorm warning at the time we're starting in parts of Washington County. A tornado watch continues for all of our inland counties, basically north of US Highway 84, and we could have a few tornadoes in the overnight hours in our area and across parts of central Alabama. Hope you're having a nice Wednesday evening. I'm meteorologist Spinks Megginson. Thanks for being with us this evening. We do have a severe weather risk in the overnight hours, and this generally is going to be confined to inland areas away from the coast. Now, tomorrow morning, when thunderstorms start pushing across our region, we could have a low-end risk of a few stronger storms closer to the coast, but tonight it's exclusively going to be a deal across inland areas. Again, an ongoing tornado watch is in effect for Washington, Clark, Monroe, Conecuh, Butler counties, and points north in parts of west central Alabama. You've also got parts of east Alabama near Auburn, Alex City, Eufaula, Troy, Montgomery, and Wetumpka involved in this active tornado watch, valid until 11 o'clock tonight. And so what this means, these counties have the greatest risk of seeing a tornado or two in the hours ahead. We also have this ongoing level 3 out of 5 severe weather risk, and this has been adjusted over the last several hours. We now have more of our local area in this enhanced level 3 out of 5 severe weather risk. What does that mean? It means that we could potentially have a few tornadoes, damaging straight-line winds, and very large hail. We have had reports of baseball-sized hail over the last several hours near Demopolis a bit earlier, and so large hail also a concern in the overnight hours. It's generally going to be a deal back here in West Alabama over the next few hours, where we could have some severe weather action in terms of tornadoes, damaging straight-line winds, and large hail. The best chance of severe weather, the heightened risk, in other words, is going to be north of US Highway 84 and west of Interstate 65. So what that means, if you are in Thomasville, Beatrice, Monroeville, Camden, Sweetwater, Butler, Millry, also areas near Coffeyville, those are the zones that have the greatest probability of severe weather over the next several hours. Let's go ahead and put our projected radar in motion. And you can see this is going to be the active zone over the next few hours. We do have an ongoing severe thunderstorm warning in southern Washington County due to a supercell storm. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. That's kind of a current deal. We're looking ahead at what could happen tonight. This look is valid in the morning at 6 a.m. Thunderstorms going to be lined up and pushing off to the southeast, and by the time we get to 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, storm's going to reach northwest Florida. I do think that if you're in Pensacola, Pace, areas near Milton, you probably will get some rain by the time we get to, say, 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. But you can see vast majority of Okaloosa, Santa Rosa, Escambia, Florida, Baldwin, and even Mobile County is going to probably remain dry through the overnight hours. The best rain chances overnight going to happen across our inland counties: Brewton, Andalusia, Opp, Greenville, Evergreen, Monroeville, points back to the north, involved not only in the higher severe weather risk, but also in the zone where we're going to have more rain. So a level 3 out of 5 risk, and this is a tight gradient. What I mean is there's not very much difference between this heightened severe weather risk zone and a general thunderstorm zone. So in other words, there technically is no severe weather risk at the coast tonight, which is good news. But you go, say, 100 miles inland and boom, you've got a level 3 out of 5 risk driven by an enhanced tornado risk. This is going to be the zone where we could have the strongest tornadoes. We're talking Washington, Clark, Monroe, Conecuh, Butler counties, those same counties involved in the active tornado watch. That's going to be the zone we're really focusing on over the next few hours. Generally, west central Alabama, this general zone is the area I'm most concerned about in the overnight hours, where we could have potentially a few EF2 plus tornadoes. So not only are we concerned about tornadoes, we're also concerned about the large hail risk. And again, west central Alabama, basically from Aliceville back down to Milry, right there in Sumter, Choctaw, Marengo, and Greene counties in Alabama. Those are the zones that have the greatest risk of large hail. Same thing across much of southern Mississippi. Also concerned about gusty winds in the strongest of the storms, but this does not look like a widespread damaging wind event, but some of the storms may ramp up and produce gusty winds at times. So a level 3 out of 5 risk night. And again, this does go all the way down to Covington, Escambia, far northern Baldwin, and far northern Mobile counties here. And again, at the coast, not much. So you're in good shape if you're down here at Gulf Shores, Fairhope, areas near Alabama Port, Dauphin Island, Pensacola, Milton, Pace, Navarre, Destin. You should be just fine overnight. But tomorrow morning, you may have some rough weather in terms of passing loud thunderstorms. And so this is kind of a consolidated view across our area. Generally, we're kind of firmly in the middle of the level 2 risk zone if you look at the coast staying quiet, and further inland where that risk is even higher. And so kind of a gradient of what to expect. The surface-based instability or convective available potential energy or CAPE values going to remain pretty high. So there's going to be plenty of fuel for storms to work with overnight, in addition to plenty of atmospheric shear. It does look like these numbers actually may go up overnight across inland areas. Again, Monroeville, Evergreen, Greenville. There may be more in the way of severe weather ingredients as we get into the overnight hours, specifically for that part of south central Alabama. That's something I'm going to be watching overnight. Going to be a good rain event overnight as well. This is valid into tomorrow morning. And generally speaking, higher rain amounts further inland north of 84. Highway 84, if you're south of I-10, you may not get much rain at all overnight, but you're probably going to get some tomorrow morning. And over the next few days, this is not an error. I know it's been a long time since we've seen a map like this. We are going to have wave after wave after wave of rain through the weekend. And so this would be your cumulative rain total. We're talking through early Monday morning when rain will clear out. Please keep in mind the weekend's going to be wet at times, especially on Saturday and Sunday. Not going to be an all-day event, but we will have spotty showers and thunderstorms, maybe even numerous showers and thunderstorms around on both Saturday and on Sunday. In fact, here's your 7-day forecast. Heightened rain chances coming on Saturday and Sunday. Storms possible tonight into the early part of Thursday. And then maybe a few showers as well on Friday, and storms going to clear out on Sunday ahead of rain clearing out early Monday morning. I think we'll be drier in the middle part of next week. But before we get there, we've got to deal with this level 3 out of 5 severe weather risk in the overnight hours. So what I want to do is step off camera and go ahead and take control of the radar system to show you exactly what is going on right now. All right, and this is a live view of the current radar. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning that's just been issued for parts of southern Clark County. That includes Gainestown. And so if you are at Gainestown, you are now under a severe thunderstorm warning due to this storm back in Washington County that's now pushing to the northeast. This was once a powerful tornado-producing supercell when it was back in Mississippi, but once it hit that Alabama line, it really weakened. And so that's excellent news. You can see how far this thing has come over Mississippi. This is a live view of the radar. Let's see if we can go to our local radar. There we go. And heavy rain is happening right now along US Highway 43 near Sunflower and McIntosh, and that's going to push into Clark County. You may have quarter-sized hail over the next little bit near Gainestown, and ultimately that could become a problem for areas near Monroeville and Excel over the next hour or so. That's something that we are certainly going to be watching as this storm continues to push off to the northeast. What we're going to do is go back to covering storms in the Red Zone Weather app, and of course, if we have tornado warnings, we'll come back on Facebook Live and bring you the very latest. Hope you have a good evening.
Be sure to find us across social media, and don't forget to download the free Red Zone Weather app and set up your customized alerts. Please support our Red Zone weather sponsors who make our coverage possible every single day.